Welcome to State of Prime. It's time to prime the mind, body, and spirit so that you can always stay in a state of prime. Let's get primed.
Welcome to State of Prime, my fellow primers. This is our first episode on this new platform that we're using. So if you tuned in, thank you. I'm primed and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to share with you guys. We was using Anchor, but we actually had some other podcasts, so we decided to migrate it over into one umbrella so that we could, just move a little bit more cohesively amongst all the different moving parts. But with that, guys, I want to go ahead and just dive in real quick and just kind of set the tempo for this podcast moving forward. So we published almost about 200 episodes on our previous platform, and we've been working on migrating it over just so we can have some of those reference points, because we feel like we've shared a lot of insightful ideas, not theoretical, not just something we read about, but from experience and actually applying this. And as we move forward, guys, remember this: we're not talking theoretical here. We're speaking from experience, mind, body, spirit. Every single day we're on a process of priming ourselves so that we can share through this medium, this modality together. We're sharing through this together. This is not us telling you that, what you need to do or anything of that nature. Definitely not. We're here to get primed together. So the tempo for this podcast, guys, is simply us sharing different modalities that we have been practicing through mind, body, and spirit to help us stay primed. Again, this is things that we're practicing every day, and this is a process. We're going into the woods now. That's another thing too, guys. We love being in the woods, and very appreciative that the property that we're at now was able to have a pretty big woodland in the back that's, just straight woods, and it's not a lot of, encroachment happening. But anywho, state of prime, guys. This is what it's about: it's mind, body, spirit. Speaking about different modalities through the mind, the body, and the spirit. Some examples of what we'll be sharing, and you could probably also check on our other, not our other because we're not there anymore, but some of the things we'll be talking about as we move forward is, let's say, the body. Right now, the body, guys, sleep for us is something that we have been leveraging and improving on consistently, but also sporadically. And what we mean is it's been a process of learning, engaging. So physically, honing in on sleep, different foods and substances that affect this process, and how we can optimize sleep, right? Certain foods, certain practices associated with the body. Then the mind. We've been journaling for the past couple of years, and we're starting to see some very, very tangible effects from this process of journaling, and that we consider as mind. Diving into the mind and improving the mind. Certain practices such as NBAC. I don't know if you guys heard of this, but this is essentially a scientifically backed, not game. Well, I guess it is formatted into a game, but it's a practice for building memory. So these practices we've incorporated into our personal regime. This is what we do daily. We're doing NBAC. We're journaling daily. We have I think I got like 10 journals through, just because how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I've just started to build on that and add that to different areas of like endeavors. And I journal everything now. And you might hear me reference me as we, because how I look at it, guys, is I am not an isolated aspect. I'm not different from the trees amongst from which I'm breathing right now. the soil from which I'm walking on. And I'm not getting, again, I'm not trying to get wooey here. I'm speaking from the heart, that when I reference I'm usually referencing from we, because the thoughts, the ideas, the inspiration, the clothes I'm wearing, to the device that I'm using did not come from I. It's been a process of we, and this has been something that we have been building upon, and that correlates back into the spiritual. Different practices that we incorporate daily, something subtle like how we reference ourselves, to something more pragmatic like how we apply. So all this process, practical I meant, not pragmatic. So this whole process, guys, of mind, body, spirit, we're speaking from experience. We're speaking from experience, and it's a process that we are engulfed in daily, and we're here to share together as one. We're here to share this practice. So mind, body, spirit, and ideas, all of that will be condensed, correlated, and shared through this medium, and we look forward to building on it with you. Again, if you want to check out you might see it if you look it up on Spotify, or maybe a different platform, State of Prime. It's me, and in the background it's space, but see, this one's going to be different. That's the old podcast. Feel free to go through there and check it out. But right now, this is where we're at. This is what we're building. Mind, body, spirit. This is just a little tempo to set it off right as we move forward. I look forward to getting primed with you guys, man. It's something about sharing and helping others through the process that's just so much more magnifying than you being able to do it yourself. I mean, yes, that feels good, but when you can help someone else, oh man, it's something about that. It's something about it, guys. So I look forward to this process. Continue to stay primed. I know if you're here, this frequency has resonated with you on some level, and it's going to continue to reverberate through your experiences as you move forward, as we solidify and coagulate our experiences together and learn together. I look forward to it. So with that, my fellow primer, stay primed. Stay primed. And I'll talk to you soon.